like a strong bond with the next level and one. So like the short-headed bicep sort of thing into the fibular head and down the perineals. And
maybe that's too deep information. I should keep people interested in coming to my workshops. And then I will go into it. That's a slide which is really, really important, because people still, they mix it up with kinesiology taping, because I use hang on, color tape. I will just go back to the video. So I use color tape, and therefore they just put it into the box of, okay, it's kinesiology taping. But as I said, it's a totally new approach. It's a totally different techniques, and the techniques that are so important you don't find in kinesiology taping. The only reason why I do have so many different colors is that officially they should match the jersey of the athletes, but also the tape is different. So please don't confuse my fascial taping with kinesiology taping or any other taping, and it also needs a different kind of tape. We'll go back to
of the Flexor tape different than other tapes as well.
Yeah, I'll go to this slide here. So what should happen is that that's a sheet of fascia, might be the epimysium. Quite often is I want to have an effect on the epimysium of a muscle. I want to shift the fascia enough into the direction I want to, I apply the tape. So this tape, when I stretch it, it recoils back with less force. Kinesiology tape, when you pull it and let go, it pulls back with a lot of force. This one is pulling back with way less force, allowing me to shift the fascia into the direction I want, or I pull the tape. So I'm not depending on the elastic properties or on how much force it recoils back. I can then decide, do I want to shift a little bit or a little bit more, or so it's not just a few grams, it can be a few 100 grams of force or a few kilos. And because I have to be able to differentiate, sometimes I need to shift a lot in order to get a release, sometimes it's not so much, but it's always way more than in kinesiology taping. And so that's the most important difference, and still it has a really strong adhesive, because I use a lot of tension on the tape. So it's Flexor tape that's extra been developed for my method. So we need a tape that when you stretch it, it's not recoiling back with so much force, and therefore allows whatever is underneath to shift into this direction. And it has a really strong adhesive, because if it wouldn't be that strong and I apply with the tape with so much tension, it would come off, or it would not really shift the skin and the superficial fascia and the deep fascia and whatever comes below all the myofascia. And because I'm working with so many elite sports clubs, that's also a point where you have to have a really good adhesive. So it's in the Bundesliga, it's in the Premier League, it's in the Rugby Union League, it's used with many national teams that I've worked with.
Very high profile teams.
Yeah.
Can you just rattle a couple off to impress us a little bit more?
Yeah. I started teaching in England 2007, teaching the therapist of the field hockey national team. And then it was spread by word of mouth. So I was teaching more in England than in Germany. and so it was, so football teams would be Man City. I've been to Man City 5 days, teaching all the therapists. And so I've been there twice. And I've been to Aston Villa. I've been to Stoke City. Some of other Premier League football clubs, they came to an open workshop, and Man City, Aston Villa, Stoke, they invited me in for an in-house training. I've been to Freiburg, so the German Bundesliga club, to Hoffenheim, to Cologne, to Mainz, and there will be a few more soon. And rugby union was London Wasps, London Irish, but also the national team of England football, England rugby, England trampoline, England track and field, England karate, judo, badminton, canoe. I don't know, quite a lot. I just had not enough time to teach in Germany. I was just being abroad and teaching a lot in the UK, which is nice. I like to go there and see different kind of how they work with their players. So you can see differences how they work with the players, and I'm looking forward to Australia so much.
You're coming over in November, December this year, somewhere around that time?
I hope so, yes. So I have penciled it into my schedule already. And I hope to be with you in, what was it, middle of November, maybe second week of November. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the time in Australia. And I would look forward to see some of the physios from, or therapists from Australian football teams, because one of my teachers is from Adelaide, and he told me many stories about Australian football, and I tell you, they need me. They have it's just a full contact sport. No matter on how many kinesiology taping or other taping courses you have been to, it's what it needs, the new approach, the new diagnosis, the new techniques, and then you can choose. There's the advanced course or advanced workshop, which is a good spread of different kind of fields. So it's orthopedics, it's more complex generally. It's scar tissue, lymph, and just all pain management. And there's a more sports specific one, sports performance, sports trauma, because it's not just about fixing people after injuries, but it's also about enhancing their sports performance, because we do have studies that show that you can increase max force highly significantly. And it's not just about max force, but also when you move better, when your movement is further, you can also increase your performance. And so when you have these three